I'm going to quickly give you a tactical breakdown as to what happened, why France lost yesterday, and then we'll look at another thing after that. Okay, so take a look. So both teams have been playing the preferred formation, my favorite formation in all of soccer, football. But let's take a look at what happened. Okay. So if you look, okay, the red team represents here. I'm just showing the tactical board. Okay. The red team represents Spain and the blue team represents France. So take a look at the way they lined up. Okay. So this is how things were lined up. So it was a 4-2-3-1 formation. So mine was staying so effective in the way that they played against France yesterday. Obviously, the first issue was the mistake that the left back of France made that silly elementary error, right? Which should not happen. I coached college um, NCAA Division II level. And if my team or the girls that I coached or even the youth team that I coached did that type of error, I will be screaming like crazy, okay? Because that's unacceptable at the World Cup. Okay, you should not be making that type of mistake. That's just awareness, right? Lack of awareness. He had the ball and he kicked Yamal, and that caused the penalty, right? So that changed the momentum of the game. But let's go further now, right? Let's see what exactly caused this issue in the first place. Like, why could not France could not come out? Because of the tactical breakdown of Spain. Let me show you how they defend. So whenever the ball goes here out wide, let's say to Dembélé, okay, again, France is blue, right? So let's say Dembele right here. He has the ball, right? He's a very dangerous player. He can attack you this side or that side. Okay, he can attack you with right foot, left foot. It doesn't matter, right? So whenever Spain defenders, right, or midfielders step up, let's just assume this player's out of play. Let's say the right backs, left back steps up, right? They Spain played the 4-2-3-1 perfectly. Okay, if you look at Arsenal this past season, Arteta played a 4-2-3-1 immaculately. That helped Arsenal tremendously, right, in the way he played it. So again, if everyone can play the same formation. It's about how you play it. Okay, so if this guy steps up, right, what Spain did perfectly was this guy was always there to support. Okay, obviously this guy tries to track back as well, right, and they always put this like triangle or uh to close, right, to close you down, right, and this, right, this was happening a lot through the game. So even if France switched the ball here, right, to this winger who's in this time with Barcola yesterday, or Doué came later in the game, right, they step, rotate, right? And Rodri was always there to support, right? You pinching, you pinching, you pinching. All right. So for all you young coaches out there, right, make sure you learn the top system, right? 4-3-3 and 4-2-3-1 are the best system. But in this World Cup right now, the last final four teams, three of them are using the 4-2-3-1 system to play. All right. So they tuck in. And the other thing that I noticed about Spain was that they play very tight. Okay. They stay compact and defensively in the 4-2-3-1. Some teams will keep this guy out here like that, just in case of the switch, right? Because sometimes when teams pass it, they switch it all the way here like that, right? Because a lot of teams like to play narrow with the 4-2-3-1, right? The 3, the 4, the 2, the 3, and the 1, right? Some like to play narrow, right? So when these guys get the ball, sometimes they like to switch it like that, and this guy has to track back a long run to track back 40 yards or so, right? But which is fine, But some teams like to keep this guy out here like that. Okay, I saw Norway do that a lot. Instead of playing tucked in, they had a guy stay all the way out here, right, and let this guy step, and these people step up instead, right? But the downside of that is that when this guy gets the ball, right, there wasn't a double team right away. Okay. So anyway, so Rodri did a good job with supporting his outside back and vice versa on the other side, which was, I believe, Ruiz was helping out on the other side. Okay. So they played very compact, right? And then the hard part of the 4-3-1 is when you're attacking, right? When you're defending all the way up here, right? It can be very difficult with the 4-2-3-1 because you don't have numbers, right? Up here. So now look, so how Spain did this immaculately. What I was very impressed about was um they pushed up really, really well here. Okay. So when they're defending, right, let's assume they're going up and they're defending, right? 4-2-3-1, right? France also has the 4-2-3-1. They're spread out, they're attacking, right? Spread out, right? And here comes Spain. Okay. Here's the outside back. Okay, everybody's compact. Okay, Rodri Luis, right? And out right here, right? What he did really well was when this ball gets put here, right? It's a lot of recovery. So this guy steps up, right? And this leaves this guy open. So now what do? Right? So now they push this guy up, right? They did a great job of that. Okay. So that way they're closed down, right? So for France, this other guy is also available, right? So now this guy has to make a decision. Should he go here or stay here? Right? And this guy sort of tries to block this pass away, and this guy can go and help out here. Okay. So that way they have one person here, because if he goes as well, it's very risky, right? So Arsenal does that really well, where they would let this holding midfielder go, right? And then one of the center backs, Saliba or Gabriel, would step up here. So now it becomes almost like a man-to-man type of system. And Spain did this immaculately yesterday. And then when they get the ball, they don't lose it, right? Because they're so technically sound. So just wanted to quickly show you why the game went the way it did. So again, this is how the 4-3-1 system was played by Spain well yesterday. And remember, Spain has the maestro. Okay. This guy called Rodri. Okay. Forget about the numbers. Okay. Rodri is an amazing footballer. Okay. Soccer player. Okay. He was a Ballon d'Or. Man City won 63 games or 60 something games a couple years ago without losing a game. And the moment Rodri got injured, 3 games he missed. Man City did not win any of those games, right? So that's how important that guy is, okay? And that's why he's a captain as well on this team, right? The team that is poised to win the whole World Cup, all right? So that's all for this session, all right? So see you in the next one. Make sure to like, share, subscribe.